Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about stocks and more importantly what stock is right for you. Now everybody is different and the same can absolutely be said for people in stocks. Everyone has different tastes in stocks, okay? Now I like to think of stocks as clothing, straight up, okay? Now this might sound a little weird, but stick with it, okay? So let me write some things on the board and then I'm gonna go through them and we'll talk about them. Alright, so I've written a few things, so let's just go over them. So first off, which stock is right for you? So first off, it's like clothes and style. So everyone has different taste in clothes and styles. It's exactly like stocks, okay? So you may like a certain color, someone else may like another certain color. You may like flannel shirts, someone else may like v-necks, someone else may like ripped jeans, someone else may like skinny jeans, someone may like really baggy clothes. It's all different. Doesn't mean no one's wrong. It means you may not like their sense of style, or you might think it's ugly or not for you, and that's exactly okay, and that's totally okay, and that's exactly the same with stocks. So you have to think of what's your style, okay? So your style of investing. So there's different types of investing. You can be a dividend investor, value investor, growth investor. You can follow indexes. You can decide to invest with mutual funds. You can do tons of different things, okay? So you have to decide which style is right for you. You can do a variety of styles. You can change it up. Obviously, maybe options trading, day trading, everything, okay? There's tons of things to go over. You have to decide which one or few or all of them are right for you. Next, your age. So age is a big factor in anything you do in life. Okay, so age is going to determine what stock you're going to want to pick for sure. If you're under 40, you can probably take more risk just because you have more of your life ahead of you and your earning potential is obviously much higher and you will earn much more money than, say, someone who is maybe over 40. Now, maybe you might not be earning more per year, but chances are when you're under 40, you may not have a family, mortgage payment, car payment, and you may have more discretionary income in a way to put towards this. I mean, at the age of 40, you're probably going to be married, have a wife or husband, kids, a house, and things are starting to look a little more scary at that point if you make a mistake. So your age definitely is going to play a big factor in what stock you pick. Now, trends. Trends are just like clothing trends, okay? Every single year I've been following the stock market, there has been something to worry about. And every year, okay? Right now it's, oh my God, there could be a recession in 2020. Earnings growth slowing. The Fed, obviously the Fed has slowed off a bit now, but that was a big factor a couple months ago, okay? And 2018, I mean, Trump's always seems to be a factor. Oh, trade's still a big factor right now. Ebola was a factor, Obama was a factor, like so many things are factors, okay? We could come up with a new virus that kills 3 people and it would be all the rage, okay? So these are always things that are going to happen in the markets. New trends as in, say, streaming or Amazon that comes and dominates retail, okay? Those are all trends that came. Apple that completely dominated the phone market and came out with the iPhone and changed the game up overnight. The biggest phone companies before this were like, what, Nokia, BlackBerry. Those companies kind of got slaughtered overnight, okay? So you got to follow trends in the market, just like clothing. You got to stay on your game, right? If you want to be wearing the latest clothes and always be hip, well, you got to follow the trends. So the other factors. The other factors are personality. Now, like I said, everyone is different. That doesn't make it right or wrong or anything like that. It's just who we are as people. No two people are the exact same. Even twins are different. Everyone is different. And you have to pick a stock based on your personality, just like you have to pick clothes on your personality. So this one's more of obviously a personal choice on you, and this is more of a self-reflection one. So personality can come down to what you think, okay? So what you believe in, what stock you think is going to push through and maybe carry itself into the next decade or century or something like that. So you have to think about what stock resonates with you, okay? Maybe as a kid you really loved a video game. Maybe that video game was Grand Theft Auto or something like that, okay? And Take-Two Interactive as a stock just speaks to you. They're the parent company of Rockstar, who owns Grand Theft Auto. So that stock just speaks to you, and you're like, you know what? I looked at the stock, I really like it, I believe they're going to do really well when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, and if they make Red Dead 3 and all this other stuff, they're going to do really well. They're a great AAA company, they're going to be A-okay, I want to invest in them. And that's totally fine. If that's your investment choice, that's your investment choice. But just make sure it's your investment choice and no one else's, okay? And just like in fashion, there's always people who are going to be tempting you to do something else. Now, you may like it. You can incorporate things from different people. Just make sure at the end of the day, you're the one that incorporates it, not them. Risk reward. So obviously, this one doesn't have too much to do with clothing, but risk reward is kind of a little interesting because risk reward more relates to stocks, not clothing. I mean, you could wear some risky stuff and you could get a reward. Look at Janet Jackson, say she wore some riskier stuff, and I mean the reward was she made the news. So there's that. I don't know if that's really a reward you'd want, but I was trying to think of a clothing reference. So risk reward, obviously this one's pretty self-explanatory. If you go with a relatively safe company, preferably not Kraft Heinz, then you might be a little bit on the safer side, right? Say you pick a consumer staple, throwing one out here, Disney, fairly safe stock. It doesn't move very much. I'm an owner of it. I like it. I did own a bigger position, but I sold off half because it is a slow growth company. Okay, and I thought my money would be better parked somewhere else. Straight, simple. Still love the company, think it's a great company, but the reward seemed low. So I decided to put into a more risky play, say a marijuana company, and it actually did work out pretty well, Kronos. So that's something you have to think about, right? So risk reward is a huge factor in that, and not necessarily in the stock market you take a bigger risk and get a bigger reward. That is possible, but not necessarily true. Don't think it is either. So you have to evaluate. Each stock is different and they pose different risk rewards ratios. The last one is goals. So what are your goals as an investor? This is super important to have. Before you start investing, you should probably get a book and write down your goals. Maybe your goal is to execute 5 trades, make this much money, learn about this, do a limit order or something like that, you know? Anything. I'm just saying, everyone has tons of different goals. Maybe yours are more personal. Maybe you want to be a dividend investor and you're 20 years old, and by the time you're 40 years old, you want to have the income you have when you're 20 at 40. Maybe you make 20 or 30, maybe you make $30,000 at 20 and you decide you want to invest X amount of money every single month into dividends and stocks and whatnot, and then you want to say make $30,000 a year by the time you're 40 or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall, seeing if it sticks. But that's what I'm saying for goals. Just make sure you have clear goals. I'm a firm believer that most battles are won before they are even fought, because planning is such a key element in everything you do. Poor planning means poor execution, in my opinion. And if you don't have a clear game plan, your goals will be foggy and you won't stay true to yourself, and you're not 100% sure. Always have an inner scorecard and an outer scorecard that you keep track of yourself, so you don't overinflate yourself and let yourself get to your head, because the name of the game is maintaining and growing capital, and the number one person that starts with is you and only you, okay? Only you can do that. I don't care what anyone else says. At the end of the day, it's you, the one who's making the trades and investments, and you have to be on your game, okay? You have to be on your game 24/7, 7 days a week. I know the market's not open that long. You always got to be in it. You don't want to have a bad day on Saturday or on Sunday. Then Monday you're in a bad mood and you decide, I'm going to just buy this stock just because it's in the news or some stupid crap like that. No, do your research. Always make sure you go at it with a clear head. So write goals. And maybe your goal is, not to lose money. That's always a great goal. It's not ever one of my goals because unfortunately it happens. And I try to set goals that I can achieve. And sometimes I can't always achieve that goal. Obviously, it's a little annoying, but I do have a goal that I always want to make more money than I lose. So maybe that can be one of your goals. So hope you enjoyed this video. That's kind of how I believe your clothing style and your investing style are almost one and the same. Everyone is different, and that is totally a-okay. 100% perfect. No one needs to all be the same, because that would be really boring and only one stock would go up and every other stock would do bad. So it's good to have a variety of stocks. Maybe you like a variety of stocks too. You should never just go one stock heavy in your portfolio either. At least try and have quite a few stocks in there, just in case. You never know, things happen. Yeah, so pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video and found it pretty informative and interesting. If you did, again, please do like this video. That would be really appreciated from the very deep bottom of my heart. And if you could, please do subscribe to the channel. That would also be really cool. I would appreciate it. And remember to hit that bell notification so you can see when I post the latest and greatest videos that hopefully you enjoy and watch next time. And comment down below your thoughts and theories. If you think your clothing style and investing style are one and the same, or completely and totally different. Am I totally off base here and have no idea what I'm talking about? Please let me know. Call me an idiot. Let me know. Holla at me. Anyways, till next time, guys, see you later and have an absolutely amazing, fantastic, beautiful, spectacular, one-of-a-kind, most amazing, absolutely phenomenal day. Until next time, guys, bye-bye.